Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today we are working on a landing that's going to connect the lower deck to the backyard stairs and to beach access stairs as well. So follow along and see how we do. Right now we're just working on the landing. I appreciate your comments and your questions. So don't forget to leave those below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So very important to us that you guys subscribe to our channel. And if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content, also hit that bell icon. All right, so what you see here, we've got our deck, our little, well, it's a little deck. You know, I call it a landing because it's not very big, but technically it's a deck. It's been framed up, and now we are pretty much have our main sections of decking laid, and now it's time to get notching. So there's a lot of angles and funky stuff going on, and I just realized the part I put in this morning was the wrong elevation, so I have to sand it out on a bevel to try and give it a little bit of taper so it'll coincide. If I try to lay the deck board right now, it's going to be all twisted because it's not going to fit. So that's what I'm up to. Z-Deck Man is starting to get some 2x12s rounded up. He's going to start cutting out some stair jacks for us. We have a set of 3 going from this lower deck to the landing, and then I think we're doing 6 from the landing to the ground down here. So follow along and see how we do, and thanks for watching. All right, so we have a 7.5 inch rise. 2 boards plus gap is 11 1/4. So I usually leave a 1/4 inch extra, so 11 1/2, okay? So that's where we're gonna go. That's gonna be our rise and our run for our staircase. We'll just put these squid jigs on here. I drew a line at 7 1/2. So I want this point at 7 1/2. And here's 11 1/2 right here. So now the squid jig, no matter where I put this, it's gonna ride along. So usually what I do is I draw a line all the way across. So when I hit this line on the back side of this run line, then I know that's my rise. That's where I stop for my rise, and then I draw my next one, and then do the same thing again. If not, I'm just guessing at where this should go. But if I'm lined up to this, then I know I'm on point. Yeah, I figured that out on my own too. Just after so many sets of stairs, you know. Yeah. It just kind of made sense. All right, so we've gotten to a point in the decking installation where there's going to be a lot of tricky notches, and I got to make a couple parts. So I've got Nazi now is going on to cutting out all the stair jacks. So we're starting with the easy side, the short side, and what's cool is we'll just get that done, and then it'll connect the upper and lower sections so we can actually have access. And then once those are cut out, he'll get started on the other ones that are going to go from the landing to the ground over here. So while he's doing that, I'm going to get up here and start notching out some boards and trying to finish cut all of the parts in we need to kind of get this landing to a point where we can trim it out.
I have to do that extra step because there's some people that take their skill saw when they're cutting this and just go, because it's a round edge, you'll just keep going and you'll make a little X mark here. Well, the problem with that is you're taking away the structural rigidity of the stringer itself. So I mean, when you do something like that, you know, you could like move it side to side, and over time it could actually crack or snap or break. So I always try to leave like a 1/4 inch at least at the end, and then come back with a jigsaw and cut that out, so that way I'm leaving it pure.
Look at those.
Yeah. Well, you know, they always tell you only get 2 sets of eyes. Or is it 1 set? Probably 1 set. And, you know, sometimes this guy cuts pretty clean, but when you hit knots, they like to shoot back at you. So I thought I'd protect my eyes. These aren't fogging up for once. This is the problem. They're more unsafe if you put glasses on because they fog up and you can't see anything. And these ones aren't fogging up. So shout out to Metabo. These are new ones. So I cut out the, there's somewhere over here. I cut out the stair jacks for the one side. And now we marked out a new 2x12 with more steps on it. And so I'm cutting this guy out and pre-cutting them, leaving the little about a 1/4 inch over here, and then I'll cut them out with this new jigsaw since we can't find our other one. DJ Studio Man got this for drdecks.
Hey.
It works pretty well. So yeah, this is a handheld reciprocating saw, so this way I can just go in like so. And there you go. So multiple uses for this guy.
Nas, can you hand me an oscillator? All right, so to the point of just massive pain and agony, because every single board has to be notched twice around these posts and then to the end, because there's no way for me to get a saw in here to cut this, so I have to do all my finish work right now or else it's not going to look good when I'm done. So very time consuming, nerve-wracking, depressing, and it's raining, so just add insult to injury on top of everything else that I have to do. Fun stuff. You know, sometimes in life you got to walk your path that you choose, so I'm walking it. And I've gotten 2 boards down in the last hour, so you know, I'm doing good.
Did you just cut that in half?
I did. It used to be a 5-foot track, but I've come into so many circumstances where I've needed to make just shortcuts. And even if I'm trying to use just a corded saw or a cordless saw and make a straight cut, it's nearly impossible to get these nice, clean, straight cuts. So I cut it down into a 3-foot and a 2-foot section, and now I can use it to cut all these short areas in, and then I'll keep these short ones, and I went ahead and ordered on Amazon another 5-foot track, and it'll be here next week sometime, so no harm, no foul. Most of my end cuts are done, but I could sit here and struggle with this all day for the rest of my day in the rain, or I can make my day better by cutting my track in half and making some straight cuts with it. Trappers, sushi, Parkland, Tacoma, Washington. That's where we're going to dinner tonight. So if any of you guys want to come out and buy us a meal, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Guys, thanks for watching today. I really appreciate it. Sorry it's a little lackluster, but this rain's dragging us down and slowing us down a little bit. But you know what? That's the way it is around the Pacific Northwest, man. You just roll with it. So don't forget to comment below and like our videos as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.